Hi everyone, this is Tyler from EJTJ Gaming, and I just wanted to do a quick follow-up video to our unboxing of the Elgato Game Capture HD. There's a few little tricks and tips that come in very handy with the Game Capture HD that I wasn't fully aware of when before we bought it, and I just wanted to do a quick video to help everyone who may be experiencing similar issues with theirs. When I got the Game Capture HD, I mistakenly assumed that I would be able to connect my old consoles using the included component cable. The component cable that comes with it also doubles as a composite cable. I assumed you'd be able to connect your old console to this cable and that it would perhaps maybe somehow upscale that standard definition video signal to be output through the unit's HDMI out. I thought I'd then plug that HDMI out into the second or spare HDMI on the back of my computer monitor. So the plan was that the console would go through the analog connector, be output through the unit's HDMI connector, which would then output that to my monitor. And I thought I would probably be able to just switch between the AV inputs on my monitor, so I could start the capture on my PC and using the same monitor also play the game. Now it doesn't work that way, and even if it did, it wouldn't work anyway, because there is inherent lag when you output the anything through the Elgato. I don't know the technicalities of that, whether it's an HDMI thing or not, but the lag's pretty bad. You wouldn't be able to definitely wouldn't be able to play any games using the capture through the capture software on the Elgato Game Capture HD. It just doesn't work that way. So I'll in this video endeavour to show you what you need to get it to work. Unfortunately, you will need a spare television, which we've got over here, because it's just not possible to do that through the one monitor, even if you have enough connections on your monitor. So yeah, we'll lay out the cables required and show you how it all looks and how it all connects up. It is a bit complicated, so yeah, I'll try and simplify it a bit for you. Just to show you what I'm using on the Megadrive to output the video and sound, I'm using an RCA lead in the back of it, you can see just there, through the AV out, which has a video connector and an audio connector. Now, from what I understand, the Megadrive or Genesis, as it's also known, only outputs mono sound through the rear AV connector. So what I've got here is a 3.5mm headphone connector into the front headphone jack of the Megadrive, because from what I understand, that actually outputs full stereo. So I've got that 3.5mm lead, which has left and right RCA connectors on the end of it. So that will be for our sound, and out of the back of the Megadrive we'll only use the yellow video lead for our video. Now here we've got the Elgato Game Capture HD itself. I've got the component cable, which also has the audio on it. I've got that plugged into it. This comes with the Game Capture HD. Now this also doubles as a composite input. So using it as a composite input, which we are for the Megadrive, that's your composite video there, that red one. So that's video. That's going to be our left and right audio. What you'll need to do this is, or are, 3 female RCA splitters. Now these are relatively cheap. You can get them from your local electronics store. I paid $3.95 each for them, which is probably a bit costly, but I didn't want to wait for them to arrive on eBay, so I just went down to the local shop and bought them. So you guys can probably get them cheaper somewhere else if you need to, but for the sake of this video I just grabbed these from down the road. Now this is where it starts to look complicated, but I think it looks worse than it actually is. I've got here 6 RCA leads. Now the reason there's 6 is because I'm using 2 leads per output. So I've got 2 leads that will do our video. One will output video to the Game Capture HD, one will output it to our television. We'll use one to output the left audio channel to our television, and to output the left audio channel to the HD Game Capture HD. Then the same thing again, one to output the right audio channel to our television, and one to output the right audio channel to our Game Capture HD. So there's 6 leads there. You don't use all the plugs on each lead. Today we're only using 1 plug on each lead. So that does make it look a bit messy and more complicated than it actually is. But as you'll see in a minute, it's not that bad once you've got it all connected. So this is a finished setup. It does look like a spaghetti of wires, but I'll talk you through it. I'll show you the mess of wires here. There are a lot of, because we're just using sets of RCA leads, there are lots of spare plugs that aren't used. If you really wanted to, you could probably strip them apart and just use the ones that you need, but I mean, then you can't use them on other things, and everyone usually has sets of these lying around. So yeah, I'll talk you through how it's all connected. So the first one I want to go through with you is the video out. So we're coming out of the back of the Megadrive and into the single side of the RCA splitter. It then splits into 2. One of these goes to the Elgato Game Capture HD, which, using the included component leads that come with it, goes to the red connector, which makes it even more confusing because they're different colors. But one of these to the Game Capture, the other one of these to the video input on the television. That's your video signal. Now the audio, we were using the front headphone jack on the Megadrive because this particular model has the stereo sound output through the headphone jack. Again, just to make it more complicated, the don't mind the colours. Audio leads are usually black and red, or white and red, but I'm using the yellow one for our right sound output. So again, out of the Megadrive into the single side of the RCA splitter. Again, coming out, you've got one of these leads going into the right side sound input on the Game Capture HD, and the other one going to the television. Same for the left channel. That's the left channel there going into the single side of the splitter. Left channel out of the Megadrive into the single side of the splitter. Then we're sending the signal 2 different ways. One way to the Game Capture HD, which you can see there. The other way into the television. Now that's essentially it. Now the other thing I didn't know before I bought the Game Capture HD is that it actually outputs a video to your computer through the USB, which we have here. So that simply means that you plug your included USB cable that comes with the Elgato into here and then into your PC, and that will allow you to capture the footage through the USB while you play your awesome retro games on your awesome CRT television without any lag. So that's essentially the setup. I'll just show you this tangled mess, but you know, as I just showed you, it's not as complicated as that mess looks. Most of those plugs aren't used. It's simply on each occasion taking one signal out of your console and splitting it into two. One to the Elgato, one to your television. The Elgato will then send that captured footage to your PC via the USB cable. So you will need to have your television close to your PC. I found I had to reshuffle a few things to make that happen, but yeah, at the end of the day, it captures awesome footage from a range of systems. So thanks for watching. I hope that helps you out. I'll do another one on the PlayStation 4. Yeah, because there's a couple of tricks to that as well, even though it's a bit more straightforward. Hope you liked. Please subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.